Let's take a look here again at the Transformers movie from 2007. Like I said, I don't have the DVD here in the case, and it's been a long time since I've seen the movie. And I wanted to look into a little further to see if the guy's name was Jack. Technically, his name is Sam in the movie. But if you understand what we've already gone through here in this channel, with everything that we've discovered and looked into thus far, Sam is Jack, because we got the connection with the sons of Sam. Sam is referred to in the book of Enoch as Samyeza, and then Samyeza is what leads the sons of God into this rebellious act of taking unto themselves the daughters of men, which we know they are connected to now as the sons of Iron, aka the sons of Orion, or the sons of the Iron Cross. So Sam technically is Jack, and you should understand that from looking here at the Jashin column, the unification of the beauty and the beast. Boaz would represent the beast here, and then as we see, Jashin is representing the white or the beauty. But what's interesting here is that Jack is the dude that looks like a lady. I'd advise you to listen to the Aerosmith song, Dude Look Like a Lady. Think about Arrow with Orion, Osiris, that great hunter. Constellational depiction, him drawing the bow with the arrows. Think about the Shin Ring, what we've already learned thus far. I described the Shin Ring, it's in reference to the wedding band, but it's also in reference to the band of Orion, and even the Ouroboros serpent of the snake eating its own tail, eating its own ass. And then we go to New York City, the 5 Points District, the 5 boroughs. Those 5 boroughs, or the 5 Points District in New York City, is going to link up to the Olympic rings. And we're going to find out that the burden that they've put on the back of man is on the back of all mankind. And that's what we got Jesus Christ talking about. I think it was in the book of Luke. We might go back to it. So Jack is the dude that looks like a lady, right? As I said before, we always thought that it's mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the fairest of them all. You always think that it's a woman looking at himself or herself in the mirror. It's really the man looking at himself in the mirror. So Jashin is the dude that looks like the lady. So you got Shin Ring, S-H-E-N, and then I describe that simply as she in the ring. Well, what she is in the ring? Well, it's Jack. Jack. J-A-C-N. Jack in the ring. Jack is the dude that looks like a lady that's in the ring, or at least thinks that he's in this ring of safety, right? Of peace and security. But as soon as they declare that at their refuge, a sudden destruction. Absolutely. They think that they're going to cause that sudden destruction here. But as we know, the politicians have been describing peace, safety, and security, I don't know, for the last few decades, and we haven't seen no sudden destruction. It is the safety, peace, and security that they're going to describe at their refuge, at their high place. We know that is referenced with Zion. This is where the destruction is going to take place, in reference with that sudden destruction when they declare that that peace and security. So Jack is the dude that looks like a lady. Listen to the Aerosmith song. Not going to be too hard to put together. Even the title of the band, Aerosmith, Orion, the Great Hunter. It's all right there. So we've got now Sam representing the SS, representing the sons of Sam, representing Jack, aka Jashin. Now that should be too hard to put together. As I said, it's Jack in the box, right? There's the G. Anybody familiar here with the G? Right? We're going to look into this in an upcoming video. I did the video, but I deleted it. Some of you might have watched it, but I'm going to put together a much better video concerning what we see here. Notice that the dude, Jack Sam, has got a best friend that's the Autobot. What's his name? His name is Bumblebee. Any accident there? If you follow the names of the characters throughout the movie, the agenda is basically right there. Right there, you can put it together just by looking at the names of the characters in the movie. So, one other thing, I felt that this was New York City in which he was coming up out of. I found out that it's a fictional city that's called Mission City. Now, of course, they've got a mission. Mission is an agenda, right? Mission City is what I discovered is really an amalgamation of particular capital cities in the United States: Los Angeles, Chicago, and New York City. We see that various backdrops that they used in the movie come from LA, Chicago, and Manhattan, New York City. Very interesting, because when you think about just the term Manhattan, man hat. What man is real famous for a hat? Well, a magi, a magician is. And what is real famous for coming out of that hat? Well, that's a rabbit. That's the sacred feminine. That's everything that Sam, aka Jack Jashin, she in the ring, the dude that looks like a lady, is all about. The sons of the Iron Cross. Now we see the reference with the iron box. That's in reference now to the womb. I even remember when I was in my teenage years, my friends were referring, and this, I'm just going to say it, they were referring to the private parts, the sexual private parts of a female as a box. That was, I think about that, how weird that is, that they were, they were saying, I'm going to get some box this weekend or something. And they were talking about, having sex with a chick, So the slang term box for the female private part, incredible. And then the Iron Maiden, the Iron Box, everything with the genetics. Now, to even make this even more interesting, remember what we discovered Jashin represents. It comes from the word Yar Rib. We know that rib is in reference to what? Genetics, at least if you read the book of Genesis, and then you could begin to put this connection with the sacred feminine together. So, if we were to just simply open up here, what do you see? Fire from the sky coming down on some great city. Sorry for the noise. This is one of the reasons why I don't unable to do a lot of videos, is because in the daytime it is just absolutely noisy around here. I'm right here on a busy road. Of course, the trains are going by all the time, and the windows in this house are really old, and you can basically, it's not even like having a window. It's like just having open air right beside me. So it's pretty frustrating. But there you see what the agenda is: the fire from the sky, the great millstone, the meteors, the tempest, all of that. It's all right there. So if anybody was looking into this and saying that, hey, that the dude's name isn't Jack, or that city wasn't New York City, technically it all is. It is. And I don't, like I said, I'm not studying, I'm not researching this stuff before I talk about it. I just go with what I know and what I feel spontaneously. And from what I can gather, it's exactly as we've already declared here. And I think that you could easily see that, tie up the connection with the guy's best friend, the Autobot, the B. The dude's got the daggone G on his chest. I mean, this isn't new to any of these people that are a part of this organization and that are trying to keep these secrets from everybody else. But in essence, I think it is, in a way, new to some of us, as we really realize how heavily encoded they're putting their propaganda into the mainstream. So I looked up, I typed in on Google, what city was the 2007 Transformers film located in? And that's where I discovered that it's a fictional city described as Mission City, and that they use backdrops from the skyscrapers from three great cities, and of course New York City was one, specifically Manhattan. So I think that you can put it together. Even think about the song Capital Cities, or the band, whatever they are, Capital Cities, the title, and they've got that song Safe and Sound. That's SS, right? That's the Sons of Sam. As I'm telling you, they think that they're going to be safe and sound when they declare this. Then a sudden destruction. Have we seen the sudden destruction yet? From the other politicians around the globe that they've been propagating and encoding this in to get people to jump the gun and to start predicting prophecies that never fulfilled, to make them look like that they weren't legit or they didn't know what they were talking about, to basically to get people disinterested after the 2012 situation never took place, or the 2000, the new year from 1999 to 2000. That's what they're trying to do. It's like the Poker Face, that Lady Gaga song, Poker Face. That's their poker face, They're trying to play everybody. Don't be a part of it. Expose it for what it is. People's lives are at stake, but what we really discover is that it's their own lives that are at stake. I'll be back.